Hey, what's going on, everybody? Brad here, back for another Let's Talk Jurassic. It's Wednesday night. It's time to start talking some Jurassic. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully everything's good. I got to bring up the comments, see what's going on here in the comments. We're going to see what we can talk about tonight. It's going to be a quick one, probably a quick one. These things usually go like an hour and a half, and I probably say they're going to be quick, and then they end up being an hour and a half. So, not going to do that tonight, but going to do what we can, have some fun, talk about some fun stuff. There's been a few things I wanted to discuss, and of course, this week, the Jurassic Wire popped up. That's the episode that popped up this week, number 267, I believe. 267 episodes, plus a bunch of bonus episodes. So on the Jurassic Wire this week, we talked it was a 3.5 hour episode, right? 3.5 hours. So if you like your Jurassic content and you want more like this, but just more full, more people, more topics, go listen to the Jurassic Wire. It's on the podcast feed. Like I said, 3.5 hour episode. We talked about Camp Cretaceous, season 2, season 3, and season 4. We talked about, what did we talk about? We talked about Beyond the Gates. We talked about that for a little bit. We talked about what if there is a hashtag release the Trevorrow cut for any Jurassic World, movie. Mostly, what do you call it? Jurassic World Dominion. Okay. Thanks, Siri. But all right, so, and then the other things we did discuss were some spoiler items that are at the very, very end of the Jurassic Wire this week. Something for Camp Cretaceous, something for Jurassic World Dominion. Go check it out if you want to. But it was a really fun episode, and I've been releasing chunks of that episode over YouTube. So if you want to check it out in little bits and pieces every day, please find them on our YouTube channel as well. All right, so we're going to talk about a few things. First thing I wanted to talk about was, let's see here. All right, so I'm going to share this application here with everybody. So, all right, so again, this is all new programs and stuff for me. So if you find that I'm messing up or something's not going as usually planned, it's because it's all new. And I'm not too thrilled about the quality of this program or of this service. So I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. I know the quality's a little bit lower than usual, and that's bothering me. But anyway, first off, we have some news regarding Universal Studios Hollywood. They're reopening right there. You see it. April 16th. Tickets go on sale April 8th. I believe that's just for California residents at the time of this recording here. But there's the big news right there, Jurassic World: The Ride. So let me go back to that, actually. This thing's all over the place. This website's like, I don't know why it's so huge, why it's hard to find information on here. But yeah, there's really, I couldn't find a ton of information. If I just click on this reopening thing, they've got new safety guidelines. This place has not been open for over a year. So it's given them some time during this year plus to kind of revamp some things, change some things up. And one of those things is Jurassic World: The Ride. So Jurassic World: The Ride, it came out, I think, like 2018, and it updated Jurassic Park: The Ride and gave it like an indoor Mosasaurus area, Indominus Rex, T-Rex battle with Blue up top, but it didn't pan out as it was supposed to. It really didn't come the way that they had kind of like made it out to be. Like it was never supposed to be the Indominus just hiding in the background and the T-Rex in that same spot, right as you're about to go over the edge. There was supposed to be a bit more going on there, and you could tell certain areas were lacking to a big extent. Even the outdoor section with the Indominus paddock, you could see it was broken out. There's like dead pteranodons and stuff all over the place. I don't even know what was going on there. But they actually have they've revamped some of that stuff. Even that I'm pretty sure there's a little revamp at the Indominus paddock area. I don't know how extensive that is. I've seen a lot of pictures and stuff from that area, but Really didn't seem like a ton. It seemed like they cleaned it up, didn't make it as crazy as it was before. Hopefully they added something decent in there because it's kind of a boring area, to be honest. But the big stuff here is these guys. So you see, this was the original intent, right? Is to kind of go underneath these two guys that are battling, right? That's what you expect. Now, certainly this is an image, a moment in time that never happened. It never occurred in the film. So canonically speaking, this ride is a little strange. It's a little weird, but we're going to run with it because it's fun. But how cool would it be to actually go underneath these two dinosaurs as they're battling? That's my hopes, at least. They're really selling it right here with this image, obviously, that's on their website. But to the extent that this is what you'll actually experience, I do not know, right? I don't know if this is exactly what it's going to mean. So what that would mean would be to move the T-Rex. I don't know if they're going to end up doing that, move it to the other side. That doesn't seem very plausible because it is kind of like half a dino. It's not really the full creature. So maybe they do keep it over top of the center as you're going down. Maybe it just stays there. I don't know. But man, it would be awesome if it was on the other side and the Indominus stayed on the side that it's on, but they just moved it forward. So what they've been saying in their press release and everything, I do have the press release here. I'm going to read from it. Let's see. They're welcoming people back to the park beginning Friday, April 16th. In accordance with government guidelines, only California. All right, Siri, that's enough for tonight. It says, in accordance with government guidelines, only California residents may visit the park at this time. I know it's very exciting. You want to get out there and everything, but it's only for California residents right now. So let's see. Next up here, there's a lot of capacity stuff, season pass stuff. Let's see. So they've finally, they're going to be introducing a new attraction called The Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash. I've seen a lot from that ride, and it looks really fun. But then Jurassic World, the ride, and it says, which features the spectacularly realistic new dinosaur, Indominus Rex. So I don't know what's going on with that statement. It's very strange to me. All right, so it says, the grand reopening of Universal Studios Hollywood also brings guests face-to-face with Jurassic World, the ride's all-new, extraordinarily realistic dinosaur, the Indominus Rex, who stakes her claim at the ride's finale in a forceful battle with her arch-rival, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Breaking new ground with highly complex innovations, this fully articulated, lifelike Indominus injects intense new thrills, excitement, and intrigue to the already dynamic ride, spanning nearly 55 feet horizontally from head to tail, and over 22 feet tall vertically. The Indominus's imposing presence will be amplified by the fluidity of her motions and synchronized movements that deliver an unprecedented level of authenticity. From the subtle oh my God, I cannot read. From the subtle blinking of her eyes, the flexing of her arms and claws, and clenching of her jaw as she bares her razor-sharp teeth, the colossal Indominus Rex will lunge from her hillside setting, stalking guests just before they descend the giant waterfall drop to escape her grasp. So I think that about concludes the Jurassic stuff. It says they're going to be doing temperature checks for all guests. If your temperature exceeds 100.4 Fahrenheit, guests will not be permitted to enter. Face coverings are required for all guests. Controlled capacity, I think it's like 25% or something like that. Don't quote me on that. Rigorous cleaning, disinfecting all food locations, restaurants, and high touch points. Physical distancing practices at all locations and rides and attractions. Contactless payment options wherever available. All right, so going back to the Indominus Rex. this is an interesting one because, like I said, we initially kind of heard that this was what was going to be happening. I know there was some leaked stuff a long time ago, kind of showcasing what that would look like, but then it reverted to a more hands-off approach with the Indominus Rex. I'm so confused by the verbiage here, saying that like this is a brand new, like this is our new dinosaur, the Indominus Rex. The Indominus has always been in the ride. Like, I think there was a portion of time towards the end before the parks closed that maybe they backed it off. I think they might have hid it behind some leaves and stuff. But this thing has been there, so it's very confusing why they're saying like the new one. So I think they're kind of just trying to get everybody hyped and excited. And I don't think it's necessarily, this is all of my assumptions, by the way. I don't think it's a new animatronic or anything like that. I think it's the same one that was there, but just fully utilized, fully completed, and pushed out. Because like I said, it was just kind of like strangely off on the side, like not doing anything. I mean, it moved a little bit. It was just kind of stalking, but like didn't really do anything. So this time, you're actually going to get something. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that it's kind of like, in a way, what Jurassic World, the exhibition, has been doing a lot recently with their T-Rex, is like really moving along. I think that would be really cool if it actually kind of like walked next to you and then jumped out. But it's probably going to be more like, I don't know, like Dinosaur the Ride, how like, or even this attraction where the T-Rex just kind of pops out at the last second. So I assume, most likely, I assume the T-Rex will be in its current location where it usually is, and then the Indominus will kind of come between the two of you. So the T-Rex is like, so all right, so you guys are the ride. You're coming this way down to the waterfall towards me. The waterfall is me. I'm right here. T-Rex lunges out here. I'm gonna assume the Indominus kind of comes over this way to kind of, almost attack the T-Rex. But who knows? But it will be nice to actually see the Indominus do something for once. Because when an Indominus animatronic works, it looks amazing. The one from Jurassic World Live Tour was more of like a big puppet. It wasn't exactly like an animatronic. But the ones at Jurassic World, the exhibition, have been like really, really amazing. Like really amazing. So that's really cool. So hopefully we get something like that. I know that company works with this. Actually, they've been working with I forget what the new company is. Animax Designs, I think. Yeah, they were working with Creature Tech for a while, and then I think they switched over to Animax Designs, if I remember correctly. And yeah, so man, this feels weird when I don't have my headphones on. It's just like I'm like literally just, I don't even see the streaming software. I'm just looking at my email press release. I'm just sitting here talking to myself. Nothing. I'm not live streaming now, am I? Maybe. But there's sometimes I just have these like out of body experiences where I'm like, oh, this is actually happening right now. But yeah, I'm excited to see what it is and how it fits into the new area. And I'm really, really excited to see this. I'm not a California resident, so we'll probably have to grab one of our buddies out in California to say, hey, you want to report back? Let us know how it is. Maybe film some video or something like that. But are you guys excited? Are you in California? What's the deal? What's going on? I see Jurassic Battle Droid is taking over the chat again. Siaka, this is it. This is the comment. This is the comment since 2015. We really are stuck in 2015 until Dominion comes out. Like seriously, it's absurd. It is so absurd. Look, I really do appreciate the love for Jurassic World, how big of a movie it was, how much it really, really reinvigorated this franchise, the fandom, everything. But like enough. Enough already. Let's like build off of Fallen Kingdom. build off of something else. Like, expand the world. Expand the world. That's why I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that those kids get off the island in season 3, and then we can do something else in season 4 of Camp Cretaceous. Keeping my fingers crossed. I'm just I'm just tired of 2015. You know, it's so long ago now, and we're stuck in this moment of time. So hopefully we can move out of that. What else? You said the world wasn't big enough in Fallen King to bleed into marketing yet, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's hard, like, because, like, what would they do? You know, a story in between these two movies or marketing in between them would be, I guess, maybe boring for attractions or stuff like that, you know. I don't know. I mean, that's what Camp Cretaceous is, but it's just set so far, you know, it's set literally right in, you know, up against the incident in, you know, Jurassic World. So I don't know why they don't span out from that or do something different, but you know, it doesn't seem like they will. Hopefully once Dominion comes out, there will be so many different avenues to explore, but everything's going to be so stuck in 2015 at that point that, you know, I don't even know if it matters. Dutchin says, man, I really hope they add some more animatronics to the Indominus paddock area. They added a gyrosphere. Yeah, that's what it was. I remember there was a gyrosphere added there. I remember seeing the pictures of it. But, like, again, this is an attraction that I said about this picture here. What sense does that make? None, right? It doesn't make any sense. Like, that never happened in the movie, right? So that was not a thing that happened. So why would a gyrosphere be on some concrete next to a Indominus paddock that looks forced? I don't know. It's all kind of a mess. So that's why it's like, you know, being stuck in 2015 forces your hand a bit to create around the preset boundaries. So it's a bit, you know, everything's a bit just hamstrung and just forced at that point. So I don't know, but I don't think they've added any. I'm not like completely confident or anything, but I don't think they've added any further animatronics or anything like that. But that scene with the Indominus paddock area is just it's extremely boring. I gotta say, it's just a bunch of nothing right there. So, you know, I don't know. So Jurassic Battle Droid was expecting something more from that ride. I can't really say that I was expecting anything more. You know, being that, you know, the franchise in a way is stuck in 2015, you look at that movie and you're like, okay, well, you know, there's got to be the Indominus, Mosasaurus, probably, you know, in there somewhere. I'm sure Blue will show up, and T-Rex, you know, and it's not like they're making a new attraction. They're just essentially reskinning an old attraction. You know, structurally, it's the same ride. So what could have been done? I don't. In your next comment, it was a little underwhelming. I can kind of see that it is. There are elements of like really cool stuff. I actually am a big fan of the Mosasaurus section. I think that's pretty fantastic. But, you know, I can definitely see a lot of elements that are underwhelming. Well, you're lucky because Florida did. Florida kept it JP. So you got that. So Jared lives in California, about an hour and a half. One. I don't know what does that mean? Hour and a, oh, okay. I mean hour. Okay, I think, yeah, okay. I think I just got it. Away from Universal. I literally already said it. Depending on traffic, not sure. Actually heading down anytime soon. Yeah, it's kind of like it's still a touchy thing. You know, we're still in the middle, not in the middle, but we're still in the pandemic. There's certainly light at the end of the tunnel, right? But who knows, you know? So it is kind of a touch and go situation. All right, so I don't know who you are, but you said the IREX is not Animax or Creature Tech. So, yeah, I know I wasn't saying it was. I'm just saying that they've worked with these companies before, Universal. You know, Animax has designed the T-Rex, and they've done some stuff. They did a T-Rex for both the live tour and for Jurassic World, the exhibition, or the movie exhibition. They changed the name on that for some reason. Creature Tech initially did they did some stuff, I forget, for I think they did the original Jurassic World, the exhibition stuff. Creature Tech also did Kong animatronic out in Florida. But yeah, I don't know who did the stuff on Jurassic World, the ride in particular. But this IT is saying the IMAX or the IREX is not Animax or Creature Tech. I don't think so, David Ortiz. I don't think there will be any more, but because they just kind of carried over what they already have or had. I mean, I'm trying to remember. Stegosaurs are still there. I think there's still a Parasaurolophus there. Is there anything else? I think that was it as far as herbivores were concerned. But yeah, I mean, something else would have been nice. And Jurassic Battle Droid says a Paggy or a Steggy. You know, that would have been cool. A Steggy added to the attraction somewhere. All right, so that's that. I mean, anything else? We can continue talking about the attraction if you want to. Let's see. I wanted to also discuss, like I said, this is going to be a quick one. We're not going to go too long here. All right, so the next thing I wanted to do was take a look at some new Mattel toys. So, looking at our friend Collect Jurassic's Instagram, he's like the best source for looking at these pictures. Really nice and easy. So thank you so much to Collect Jurassic. Let's just take a quick look. Let me get rid of this thing, this login thing, as I'm in a guest tab here. So, oh, come on. You're not going to let me... Oh, all right. So I can't look at them. All right, anyway, you can see them right there. Let me see if I can like zoom or something at least. All right, so there's a little bit of zoom for you guys. All right, so let's look at this first row. We've got whatever this thing is. Is that the Sauropelta? Yeah, that's got to be the Sauropelta, right? I like that. I think it looks really cool. I like that. I think that's awesome. The coloring on the other one, I actually really like the coloring on the other one, but this one's pretty cool too. I think I dig this one a lot. And then you got another Dilophosaurus. It kind of looks like the body of that spray one. Is it though? I don't know. Gallimimus, sure, okay, why, fine, whatever. This is I feel like a lot of the stuff you're seeing, you will see is is probably due to the fact that, like, Dominion got pushed and everything, so we always see repaints, but I feel like we're going to start to see a lot of repaints and stuff. It's so crazy that I was thinking about it earlier. It's so crazy that 2018 came and Mattel introduced their new line of Jurassic stuff after Hasbro did 2015's Jurassic World, and they never stopped. I'm so surprised. I'm still literally surprised every single day that they have never stopped creating. I'm very thankful for that on one hand. And at the same time, I'm like, all right, this is a lot. This is a lot of stuff. I can't possibly collect this all. We all have an issue, finding stuff at times. So it's just a lot of stuff. So, we end up seeing a lot of repaints because they feel this need to continue. I'm not sure why. Why is that the case? I just can't believe it. Yeah. And this is a major thing. I mean, T-Rex Paddock says, I'm running out of space. That's the problem. I mean, I had 4 of these shelves. 1, 2, and then I had 2 more. One over there, and then I got another one the other day, so I put it over there. I had a little extra space over there for one. I do have a cabinet over there, but like I got another one of these shelves behind me and put it over there because I had a bunch of other stuff. So now I've got 2 Spinosaurus up there. I put up a bunch of other things over there, and a lot of my Jurassic collectibles and things that are not toys, but yeah, it's getting to be a lot, and it's just so surprising that this is still happening, still going. I don't know. David says, I don't like the Dilophosaurus repaint. I mean, it's an interesting one. I don't hate it. I feel like we haven't gotten a lot of dinosaurs that look that way with that light coloring. Looking around. The only thing I can think of is the Coelurus or however you say that one. That one's like kind of a lighter tone to it. Yeah, as far as I can tell, there's not really a lot of lighter paint jobs, and that's certainly a lighter one. So I'm welcoming that for sure. The Gallimimus is nice. I always like having variants, but I just really don't care for that sculpt all that much. Not a huge fan of it. Moving up here, some really interesting stuff going on here. So I believe that's a Kentrosaurus. Might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just kind of going off the top of my head as far as I can figure it out. Actually, yeah. Let me look this up. Hold on. So, no, that's not. That's a Chilingosaurus. Chilingosaurus. I don't even know how to say that. I've never seen that thing before. 0 eyes in it. Like it's so weird. These prototype weird pictures, like they creep me out. So strange. But yeah, I mean, obviously they're very, very crude across the board. There's a lot of crudity to them. Like stuff just doesn't look finished, and so things are going to look a little bit differently. I wouldn't be surprised if we do end up seeing, different paint jobs than what you have here. But certainly this Chilingosaurus, I would assume, certainly. I think it's such a weird looking thing. Like it reminds me of those, I don't remember what they were called, but those like really cartoony looking dinosaurs that you like plugged and played together. They were just kind of like different pieces that you could make your own thing. So I'm very excited by this. I think it's really cool looking. I'm not sure what's going on with this, this prototype paint job thing going on here. So very, very strange. So we'll see how that ends up looking when it comes out. But what else we got here? We got this one here is, I think, could be one of my favorite like releases. Or Tyrannosaurus looks amazing. The one in the middle there, it looks awesome. It looks so good. I love that. Now it's kind of, it looks like a repaint, it almost looks like a repaint or a repeat of the Parasaurolophus like legs and arms. Body's a little bit differently, but the body, you could do that. I think do I even have one of those? I don't remember. I don't even remember if I have one. I mean, not that I see one there. We also had the Edmontosaurus, which is very similar, but that sail is just super, super cool. Very striking. I really, really like that. And I'd be down if the paint job looked like that. I think that looks really, really cool. So that's fun. It's a really fun looking dinosaur. I'm definitely down for that one. And then we got this Allosaurus, right? So I can't tell. I don't have the other one with me, but I feel like it looks a little bit different. It looks like it's got a different head on the thing. The back end looks a bit the same, but I don't remember what the front end and the arms and legs looked like, but the head definitely feels different to me. Really looks like that one that was, from Battle at Big Rock. Just a retooled of that, it kind of looks like. But very interesting looking paint job. I doubt we'll see that many colors because it's got this like almost rainbow effect down the neck towards the arm. I don't think we'll get that, but who knows? I hope it is a bit better painted than just like teal on the back, the greenish teal on the back. It kind of just looks, I don't know, too sterile or something like that. I kind of want it switched up a little bit. So we also have the let me move this Ceratosaurus. I just don't like this dinosaur ever, really. I think the only one I was ever okay with was that like brown one that came out. I don't like this paint job, and I've never liked that vibe from the original style and the Jurassic Park 3 and all that stuff. And yeah, I'm just not into it. Not into it. So we also have Baryonyx Chaos. This is it's a weird one. It's basically looks like what do you call it? I know they listed it as a roar attack, but it almost looks like it's like the non-roaring one. But maybe it's like I'm guessing. I think it's like Grim. So it's like the bigger body. I forget. I don't even open Grim yet. But I forget how that thing ended up making noise. But I'm definitely down for it. So when I talked with Scott Kramer he's the executive producer on Camp Cretaceous, I asked him if the one from Fallen Kingdom, the Baryonyx that we see in Fallen Kingdom in the tunnels, if it is the Chaos variant from Camp Cretaceous. We got that toy back in 2018. Looked very similar to this one, except a way better paint job. Again, these are just like prototype looks, but just hideous, to be honest. Across the board, they just look so striking without eyes. It looks very creepy. Yeah, so he didn't confirm, but he's like, He basically was just like, I could see that, and he's being pretty coy about the whole thing, but pretty much confirming that Chaos in Camp Cretaceous is the same one from Fallen Kingdom, and that's what this toy is. So we're getting a second toy of the one from Fallen Kingdom, so that's kind of cool. But again, too many Baryonyx, way too many Baryonyx. I have so many Baryonyx at this point. I love the thing. I love the dinosaur, but too many. Too many. All right, so we also have Bumpy. We also have Bumpy. So Bumpy is and this was before before it was posted by Collect Jurassic. I got a glimpse of him, and I just looked at the picture and I was like, there's no context to it, but I'm like, oh, that's got to be Bumpy, right? That's Bumpy. I mean, it basically looks a lot like the other ones. There is one that came out that when you look at it, I'm like, that just looks like Bumpy. Like, it just painted like Bumpy. It kind of looks like him. But this, for sure, it's a Bumpy figure, adult, juvenile, like in between range Bumpy. So that's really cool. I'm so super pumped to get a Bumpy figure. So that's cool. We also have this, which this has been something. Oh, and of course I did it again. But we have this T-Rex Dino Escape, Stomp and Escape, or whatever. It's really awesome looking. I'm loving that. I'm loving the different articulation on this thing. The different, like, it's got like not a running feature, but the legs look like they move in a different way. So that's really cool. The capture gear, which really I hope we get a lot of this season, in the 4th year of Mattel toys. It's just crazy. I just can't believe it. Every year I make like kind of like a year in review. So first year with the Fallen Kingdom merchandise, which went on for a while. Then we go into 2019 with the Dino Rivals stuff, and then we move into 2020 with the Primal Attack stuff, and now our 4th iteration. Well, actually, 5th iteration, I guess you could say. 6 if you want to count like Legacy Collection. But Dino Escape here, it's cool. And it's a slight carryover style-wise from Primal Attack on the boxes, but it's obviously this mix, right? I mean, it is a Camp Cretaceous branded box here, at least. I don't know if they'll all be this way, but it is a cool look. I like this look better than the Primal Attack stuff, even though it's fairly close to the Primal Attack stuff. But I like that artwork behind. It's the same artwork that we've seen featured in the Beyond the Gates coverage and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. But I love the capture gear, even though it's a bit big and cartoony looking. That's what I like about old Jurassic toys, is they're big and cartoony and unrealistic in a lot of ways. So I think it looks pretty cool. But yeah. There's also some Snap Squad stuff in a different box. That's cool. But yeah, I don't know what you guys are up to. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Hopefully you've watched our videos. Man, I've had this quote here. I don't like the Dilophosaurus repaint up. Sorry, David. I've had that up for a while. Let's see if there's anything else that we can pop up there for a little bit here. Jared says, I wonder how many of these may have actually been scheduled to coincide with Dominion's original release, but being pushed back to here. Maybe they figured to release them now. So I think with a lot of this stuff, you would have seen this anyway. Like, so we would have certainly got more repaints and stuff like that to fill the gaps, as we always do. Repaints help replenish the line. They really do. They help, them make money so that they can continue to make new stuff for us. So, a lot of this stuff probably not featured in Dominion. Maybe some of it could be in a way, or not. But I think we probably would have seen some of this stuff for Dominion's line. But they're like, you know what? Let's take all the stuff that we planned on releasing around Dominion, and whatever is not featured in the movie, you can still push it out. We'll come up with new designs for next year. We'll worry about that later. But whatever we still have that's not Dominion related, let's push it out. I'm sure there will be some little Dominion stuff trickling here and there, but who knows? But I would say that a lot of this stuff probably was scheduled anyway. But I'm sure there has to be a good handful of stuff that was not scheduled, that they're like, all right, we have to put this out now because we don't have anything else to go out. We have no big ticket items, you know? Because if they ended up doing what I just said, then they're just releasing repaints, right? So they're not really releasing much else. So, I don't know. And they have been doing this as far as what Jurassic Battle Droid said. They should release repaints that have variants. So they have been doing that. I mean, honestly, the Baryonyx is a good example of that. And a lot of these have different attack features, different just different features all around. But the Baryonyx is a good version because it literally is a different body on the thing. It may look similar, but it's a different body. Yeah, I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I'm not a fan of the paint job. I don't like the way the dinosaur itself looks. I think it looks goofy. You know, I think that moment in Jurassic Park 3 is goofy. Not a big fan. Yeah, I like that. Like, I brought that up to the executive producer, and he's like, you know what? I didn't think about that. Maybe it is. It is the one. That's the one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is Chaos. Yeah. That was him in Fallen Kingdom. He's like, oh, wow, it just so happened to be the same paint job. That's awesome. That was lucky. And no, not way too many Raptors. Keep going with the Raptors. The Raptors are the one thing. They're so cheap, in price. And I don't Battle Droid. I know you're gonna get on me and say like, yeah, they are cheaply made. You deserve it, because like you are constantly coming at me with like all this stuff, this hate for Mattel. But I love just getting all of them and just having a huge assortment of Raptors. I love that. Now, would I like different sculpts and stuff like that? Yeah, sure. And this is a bad way to look at it. Kenner had a maximum of 2 repaints per figure. Kenner also had never scratched the surface of what Mattel has been able to do with this toy line. Hate all you want, but it's true. Kenner made an amazing line, and some really fun stuff. Not a ton of accuracy across the board, but there was some. But overall fun stuff, and certainly innovative and out of the box stuff, thinking outside the box. But as far as like how much and quantity and the plethora of different species, Mattel takes the cake. They're always going to win, and you're going to have more repaints. And like I said, repaints help replenish this line. You're not going to get the new good stuff without these repaints. Is it odd that they officially revealed a creature from Jurassic World Dominion, but haven't given it any merch yet? So what do you mean? That whatever that thing was? They've revealed like 2, right? Is it just 2? The Pseudoceratops, and then whatever that other thing was. Whatever, I don't know what that thing was. I forget. It's been a while since I looked it up. But that thing that's like a non-dinosaur thing. If Siaka, if you know what the name of it is, please let me know. Obviously, we know of those 2. and plus Blue and plus T-Rex. Is it weird that they haven't had any Lystrosaurus? There you go. Lystrosaurus. Yeah, that's one that I'm like, when I saw that, I was like, I don't know what the heck this thing is. What is it? But I don't think it's odd. I think we've already started to see some merch pop up, right? We've started to see some stuff. The fabrics, if we want to talk about the fabrics, well, I'm not going to discuss the details of the fabrics or anything, but Lystrosaurus was not on there, and Pseudoceratops was not on there. Dinosaurs we know were on there. A lot of things we knew knew about or have been a part of the franchise before are on those fabrics. So nothing new. But it is weird. That's weird, right? That there's no Pseudoceratops, something or other, or Lystrosaurus, or anything like that. Or, we've started to see school supplies and different things like that. Backpacks, like folders, notebooks, stuff like that. Of one of the big bads, right? That Sam Neill spoiled. Not going to talk about it just now, but we have seen that merch pop up. But yeah, so nothing else though. Nothing too crazy, Yeah, I got distracted by classic swords. Hasbro gave people 14 years of free paints. Yeah, that's no kidding. No kidding. Jurassic Battle Droid just has it out for Mattel for no reason. Like, just, it's fine. You don't have to get so hard about it. Like, it's fine. So they haven't made a ton of stuff that you love, but they've made a lot to love. A weird one. Yes. Sorry, you missed the talk. It's at the beginning of this episode, and I've been going for way longer than I wanted to. So also, I got to shout out my buddy Tal. I think still out in the Philippines. Man, it's good to hear from you. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. It's always appreciated. You're excited for these new figures. I am too, man. I'm very excited. I think there's some really fun stuff in there. Again, I don't think I'm going to get all the repaints and stuff like that, but the new stuff, certainly. And some repaints I definitely will. Like that Sora Pelta. I really, really like that. Maybe not a Baryonyx and stuff like that, but, I thought that about Baryonyx Grimm. I was like, I'm not going to get Baryonyx Grimm. And then, months went by and I was like, oh man, I missed that. Why did I not get Baryonyx Grimm? So, I am very excited for these new figures, and it allows us to get cool things in the future to have repaints and stuff. So thank you, Tal. And man, hopefully we can get you back. I know you're busy out there buying property and just living life out there, and it looks amazing, filming surfing, doing all kinds of stuff. Go check out Tal's channel. He's an incredible just documentarian when it comes to like travel and just scenery and amazing stuff that you just like, Jurassic imagery and stuff like that. Plus he has his own dinosaur channel, so go check that out as well, where he does all kinds of stuff, and he does stuff from time to time on the Jurassic Park podcast too. So hopefully we get to hear from him soon. I love Tal, so thank you so much, dude. Yeah, there you go. So I'll take that one off. I didn't mean to put that one up there. Yeah, so that about wraps it up, guys. I think that's about it. I'm excited. So I think we did a good job here. It went a lot longer than I expected, but it's fine. It's all good. It's all good. And again, we've been doing it to Facebook here and YouTube and Twitch. So we're switching up. We're switching up the format. Again, I'm not too thrilled about the quality here. It's not as good as I'd hoped. But I might have to look into that live stream service a little bit more. And as always, super chats help us to continue to improve and to do different things like that. So again, thank you, Tal. And yeah, I look forward to doing this again next week. Again, we are releasing all of our conversations throughout the episode of the Jurassic Wire this week on YouTube. So please check them out. So far, we've released conversations about Camp Cretaceous season 2, 3, and some 4 stuff I think is on the way soon. And then we did a whole thing today about the Snyder Cut and how it may pertain to Jurassic down the road. We did a whole thing yesterday about Beyond the Gates and Mattel and their new toys and the way that they're releasing things. And then we got 2 spoiler things coming up Thursday and Friday. We got some spoiler content coming up on YouTube Thursday and Friday. So be warned, if you do not want to know any spoilers about Dominion or Camp Cretaceous, please don't watch either of those. And then Saturday, we actually have another video from The Wire. It's actually the entire introduction of The Wire was pretty long, and we discussed all kinds of franchises. Star Wars, DC, Walking Dead, I don't even know, Marvel. We discussed everything. So that's the kind of content we like discussing. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this Let's Talk Jurassic. Let's do it again next Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How do I get out of here? I got to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, enjoy.